what's a cyclist? Yeah, what's a cyclist baseball man? It's something that doesn't happen very often.
Oh, sure.
You'd have to read me questions on every
What might you, just as a batter, okay, so what might you think a cycle might entail? Getting a hit. Yes. How many? Getting a single, then a double, then a triple, and then a home run. Right in that order. Does it have to be? No, is that correct? Tell them that. No,
I didn't this time. I was waiting to see if you figured that out myself.
You don't have to do it in that order, though. It did start out the home run was the last one. Right. Yes, and it's the first time in the history of postseason baseball. So Brock Holt of the Red Sox, who was in insertion of the lineup last night. Just call me Howard Cosell. No, I won't call you. I'm not calling you Hurricane Michael either. I'm a win. Thank you very much. Cuba Gooding Jr. is going to join us live at 8:40. We're going to ask him to show us the money.
You go for the obvious,
And then it's, going to be Mr. Obvious. At 9:05, Dr. Oz will join us. So how about the president apologizing to the nation last night at the ceremonial swearing in for Brett Kavanaugh?
On behalf of our nation, I want to apologize to Brett and the entire Kavanaugh family for the terrible pain and suffering you have been forced to endure.
So with that, let's bring in ABC News White House correspondent Karen Trower. Good morning, Karen. What did you think of that?
That was, a victory lap for the president last night. Of course, Kavanaugh had already been officially sworn in to the Supreme Court over the weekend by the Chief Justice John Roberts, and last night's event was ceremonial. All the other 8 justices were there attending at the White House, and, the president was using this as a chance to kind of close the chapter on what has been a very contentious and controversial couple weeks, or months of this nomination. The president said he wanted to apologize to the Kavanaugh family for that terrible pain and suffering he says they were forced to endure. He also had a false declaration. He said that Kavanaugh...
Jesus Christ.
Another car, a woman in that car was injured. Cohen, who is 58 years old, was charged with aggravated DWI and the 3 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. Wednesday News Time 8:10, we have traffic and weather coming up. President Trump would like some answers about the disappearance of Jamal Khashoggi, the Saudi journalist who was last seen entering the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. His friends suspect he was murdered inside the consulate because of his criticism of the Saudi government.
I am concerned about it. I don't like hearing about it. And hopefully that will sort itself out. Right now, nobody knows anything about it. But there's some pretty bad stories going on.
Even detained by the Saudi government that those claims are absolutely false and baseless. Turkey's president, Recep Erdogan, says it's now up to the Saudis to prove that Khashoggi actually left the consulate. Coming soon to a venue near you, an evening with the Clintons, Hillary and Bill. It really is a Live Nation production. They're going out on tour after the midterms, and what's being billed as a one-of-a-kind conversation with 2 individuals who have helped shape our world and had a front seat to some of the most important moments in modern history. We'll kick it off on 6 at the Park Theater, and then there are stops in New York and Washington and many other cities. This seat will be back as much as $99. No word on how much the Clintons will be paying for the tour.
Certainly suffering on roads like the LIE, where we are a bumper-to-bumper trip, starting at the Little Neck Parkway, going up the Covia Parkway exit, and then we're at a standstill again from 164th to Woodhaven Boulevard. Not to mention the traffic trying to get into the BQE right now. We're barely moving from Maurice Avenue into the Brooklyn Police Expressway. Once you pass there, of course, it remains heavy, getting into the Queens Midtown Tunnel. Then we've got the westbound side of the BQE, which is stop and go now from Greenpoint Avenue all the way down into the Brooklyn Bridge Parkway is absolutely packed on the inbound side. The BQE at Atlantic on the westbound side is still dealing with an accident blocking the right lane. Again, these stories go back to Greenpoint Ave right now. You need to know that the Precision Tunnel, 45 inbound BW Bridge and the Holland, while the Lincoln has got a solid hour delay. Bumper to bumper across the Queenstown, Whitestone, all of the eastern crossings getting the FDR are planned. FDR delays are still extensive, but seem to be breaking up a little bit for 14th Street up to the 90. Try to get sponsored by BayRidgeChevy.com. Bayridge Chevy of Brooklyn and Spectacular Loading. One of the Chevy Pro dealers and SUVs and Chevy Trax for $99 a month. You heard right, $99 a month. For lease details and more great deals, go to BayRidgeChevy.com. That's BayRidgeChevy.com. I'm Karen Stewart, our next report is 821 on Kingston.
Now the 10-10 wind factor weather 4-day forecast sponsored by Summit Medical Group. And here's meteorologist Steve DeVore.
And these low clouds starting to lift a little bit. It's starting to see more at the complete tops of the buildings here in Manhattan here this morning. And it looks like what we'll see as we go through the day, those clouds will break for a little bit of sun, partly sunny. And it'll be very warm and humid. Summery today. The high getting up to 78 degrees, down to 60 tonight, some patchy fog. And then a very warm day tomorrow, near 80. Still warm Thursday. A front's going to push through, touching off rain and a thunderstorm. And now Category 2 Hurricane Michael on the Gulf Coast. Some of that moisture could get involved in that front on Thursday afternoon and night. Some of the rain could be heavy, high 76. Here comes fall Friday. Day up to start, cooler in the afternoon, the high 62. We're at 69 degrees right now, heading up to 78 in Midtown today. I'm actually with the meteorologist Steve DeVore on the English Weather Station, 1010 Wind.
When it comes to fighting cancer, we don't fight fair. You want every weapon available, so we built one of the nation's finest cancer centers with top doctors and specialists. Technology that can attack cancer to a pinhole. Nutritionists who help you fight from within. Immunotherapy that uses your body's natural weapons. And navigators who guide you every step of the way. Cancer doesn't fight fair, and neither do we. We're Summit Medical Group and Anderson Cancer Center. Visit us at smccancer.com.
I'm David McNeil, founder and owner of WeatherTech.com, the world's leader in vehicle accessories, where we strive to continually exceed our customers' expectations. As a customer myself, I only work with companies with the same mission. AmericanEagle.com, our web design, development, and hosting company, has continually exceeded my expectations since the last century. That's how long WeatherTech has been a customer of AmericanEagle.com. We've grown our business tremendously over the last 17 years, and our website has been a key to our growth. What I like about AmericanEagle.com is that they're a family-run business and financially stable, so I don't have to worry about them disappearing on me, and they focus on 5 business goals and objectives. If you're in need of serious, experienced, and expert website design, development, strategy, and hosting, contact AmericanEagle.com. They've done it for me at WeatherTech.com, and they'll do it for you.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1. AmericanEagle.com, 877-WEB-NOW1.
With this time, 8:15 from the WFAN Sports Desk. Here's Mark Burnett.
The Yankee fans are licking their wounds big time this morning. Behind the right field towards the wall and Sears firing for a home run. Brock Holt is a 2-run home run in the right field lead. And Boston has a 15-1 lead. And Brock Holt hits for the Titans. Shirley Temple, I'm sitting on the fan. Help from Susan Waldman, Jewin. 16-1 indeed the final in Game 3 of the division series as Boston goes up 2 games to 1 a chance to close things out tonight. Holt, the first ever postseason cycle. So on his big fly-out catcher Austin Romine was called on to pop up for Aaron Boone's party. Obviously, they doing stuff like that. But we just felt like, not wanting to use Robbie, Britton, Dellen, or Chapman in that spot, knowing that, we're going to want them all potentially up to a couple innings tomorrow if we need it. We have a lot of talk about Luis Severino, who is charged with 6 runs and 3 innings lost. Ron Darling on PBS and Jimmy might have gotten the start time wrong and started his bullpen warm-up too late, but the pitcher himself did not. So
I always go to the bullpen thing. They gave me before the game. We're kind of quickly, so it's very holding up.
besides that, he's getting scored on till the second inning. Much more on the Bronx fashion coming up with Glenn Shuck and 10-10 wins news. Elsewhere, the Astros defeated the Indians 11-3. Dodgers eliminated the Braves in game 4, 6-2. Monday Night Football, Drew Brees becomes the all-time passing yardage leader in the NFL. 363 and 3 TDs. Marking almost 43-19. Holiday matinee hockey in Brooklyn. The Islanders shut out the Sharks 4-6. Sports at 15:45 around the clock. Mark Renee, 10-10 wins.
On down, we make mornings brighter up and down I-95. So you gotta take something to favor where you can level up with our coffee in the middle. Or you gotta stay on the run, we got the other with the special food and happy hour. If you want some really hungry in the
about a 45-minute delay at least from 8095. So not a whole lot better from the other approaches. We did have a collision on the upper level pretty quickly cleared away. The inbound Lincoln at 45 and the Holland tunnel was at least a 40-minute delay. And the note for you, though, coming away from the GWB and starting eastbound on the Cross Bronx, right around Jerome Avenue, we have a collision being worked on there, and at least one lane is blocked. Very heavy northbound side Garden State Parkway from Union up to 145, and the problem there we've discovered is actually on Route 280. It is eastbound, east of the Garden State Parkway, about halfway between there and exit 13 in Newark. A collision being worked on, and at least one lane is blocked. It is also heavy on the New Jersey Turnpike, eastern and western spurs, pretty typical in through 14. More delays getting in toward interchange 13, but if you're headed southbound, around the area of interchange 7A and the truck lanes, the outer lanes, an overturned tractor trailer now being reported there. That's southbound side down around 7A on the New Jersey Turnpike. 103 in Westchester, 684 southbound at exit 4 in Bedford. Westford crash being worked on there. WCBS Traffic Center. Turn your staff into foodies with Corporate Essentials Catering. Appealing to every palate and diet, Corporate Essentials Catering offers local and sourcing by James Beard award-winning and nominated chefs. Visit drinkcoffee.com.
As murky weather continues, let's hear about that and the prospects for a little action later in the 5-day forecast because of this hurricane. Here's our chief meteorologist, Craig Allen.
Well, definitely overcast for most of the area. Right now, it is sunny over eastern Long Island and partly sunny over portions of Connecticut, but the rest of the region it's pretty much overcast. And we have fog and drizzle around, too. Now, it will brighten up at times into the afternoon. High 75 to 80. Tonight, a muggy 65 to 70. Wednesday, partial sunshine and feeling very much like summer tomorrow. The highs up around a little over 80 degrees. And then Thursday, we get into showers and thunderstorms, which are part of the forecast because of a cold front at first. Now, that could become enhanced and turn into tropical downpours later Thursday into Thursday night. The Alt-East 1 5-day forecast. Rain may be heavy at times Thursday night into Friday morning, and that all depends on the track of Michael. Right now, looks like Michael's going to try to rise up to the cold front that brings the showers and thunderstorms, but get pushed out just before getting too far north and on out to sea. So I don't think any direct effects right now based on just about all the tracks, but it'll be close enough to bring us perhaps some enhanced rainfall to the region. And then Friday afternoon, we bring in some much cooler air. Highs about 65, Saturday mix of sunny clouds, 65, and maybe only near 60 on Sunday. It is currently mostly cloudy in the city, 69 degrees, humidity 90%, and a southerly wind. Trouble with the health that may featured on the front page of the New York Post. Passed out on a kitchen floor allegedly after emptying a woman's liquor cabinet. Apparently, the history of these things. A Manhattan man is telling the Post that he hired this maid back in 2016, and when he got home, he found her nude from the waist down, lying on the couch on the verge of falling asleep. Two men close nearby were destroying his hands, and she claims her boyfriend came over and assaulted her, but the doorman and security camera showed no one else entered the place. She took a plea deal for disorderly conduct and agreed to pay $2,000 in restitution, but says the Post so far has paid back only $400. A woman in Midwood and another on the Upper West Side of Manhattan City experienced situations like this with the same maid. The Post tried contacting her, but she did not respond.
36 bears died yesterday in New Jersey. Day one of the bear hunt. 36 dead, nearly half were killed in Sussex County, or culled, as the hunters call it. 26 were killed in the first day of the hunt last year. The first 3 days are reserved for the bow hunters. After that, and the shotguns take over. Governor Murphy has issued an order this year as far as black bear hunting on state-owned land.
822 at WCBS, rounding up health news. A study from Spain finds children younger than 3 who clean their hands with sanitizer instead of soap and water miss fewer days of school. Researchers found that those who use soap had a 21% higher risk of contracting respiratory infections. 31% had a higher risk of being prescribed antibiotics over time.
Losing weight may help fight breast cancer. Postmenopausal study women find this in the American Cancer Society's journal Cancer. They analyzed information 60,000 women between the ages of 50 and 79. Those who lost 5% of their weight had a 12% lower breast cancer risk after 3 years than those whose weight stayed the same.
823 at WCBS.
This all-new drama on CBS tonight. First on the new NCIS. Explosion outside a Navy SEAL house. The super detectives, Reality Wise, and Sheila Marie.
Trouble in paradise?
It's an NCIS episode like you've never seen.
I just want to see a question.
And from Dick Wolf, executive producer of Law & Order, comes the new drama FBI. Critics call it gripping and surprising.
Seriously, maybe the victims alone. First mistake.
It's refreshing.
So what's this for more? Thank you.
The new drama, FBI. Then, on the new NCIS New Orleans.
You have a professional hit on your hands.
There's only one way to stop a murder. His way.
I am in charge.
New NCIS New Orleans. After new episodes of NCIS and FBI.